Hey guys, so I wanted to do a quick video showing you how we fix one of the most common errors I ever get in SEMRush when I do audits. So I'm going to hop on over here to an audit I recently did, and just about every time I do an audit, one of the most common errors I get is that they don't have a meta description. It can be one of two errors, but most people either don't have a meta description or they have duplicate meta descriptions. And what meta descriptions are is that little blurb of text that you see when you're in the search engines, and you, like, if you do a search for something, you'll see the title and then something right underneath it that could kind of give a little bit about what's on that page. That's called a meta description. Some people have it set up that it automatically takes the first line or two. Some people have it set up where it pretty much automatically doubles the same thing, like especially for e-commerce, it'll just be like, shirts from this amount of this, such and such store, and shirts from this such and such store. And that's how you get a lot of those duplicate, because they purposely, thinking they were doing the right thing, put something there, but that something is not necessarily the right thing, because it should not be duplicate. Each page should have their own meta description. So when I see this error, one of the things I take note is that, especially if you're using WordPress or Squarespace, if you have something that's like a page 1 of 1, 2 of 2, and that type of thing. So they have multiple pages that can cause this error. And then they have, and this one doesn't have a lot of them, but then they have category pages and tag pages. So we're not going to talk about those today, but no, if you see those errors, that makes sense, because if it's a category page, you probably have not put a meta description, because it's not a page that most people will actually touch. You got to go into your site and make that for those pages. If you guys want a video on that, let me know, then I'll make sure I do one of those. But today I want to focus on when you have a blog post, right? So just a regular post or page, it doesn't necessarily only have to be a blog, a regular post or page that you did not apply a meta description to. So I'm going to show you guys really quickly over in SEO Assist how we make this super easy for you to fix. This particular page says the best way to protect your natural hair during summer months, and there's no meta description on this particular page. And so I'm going to go to the page first. Now, keep in mind, if you're not the owner of the page, you may not be able to see the actual meta description in the back end. I know where to find it in the code, but you don't even need to know that for this, so I'm not gonna confuse the video with all of that. But I would go to the page like I just did here, accept all the cookies. You don't have to, but I did. Go to a good page here, and first thing you want to do is just copy all of the text. So I'm just copying that really quickly. All right. Then I'm going to head on over into SEO Assist, which I already have open, and we are going to go to the Write a New Blog Post section. It's one of the many tools. You guys know SEO Assist has a bunch of different tools to help you with content creation, content ideation, content cleaning up, anything that you need within your content. And this is one of the most valuable tools. You're going to go into Post Add-on, because it's technically an add-on to a regular blog post, because you would have already written the blog. And we're just going to go into the SEO metadata, which is our SEO magic metadata. And all you have to do is copy what you've already written. So I'm just going to literally just copy and paste. I'm going to remove some extra spaces, because who needs space? Who needs all of that? The most important thing is to get the text. You don't even really have to do this part. I just, like to clean it up some. I'm not even going to fix the errors that Grammarly picked up. That's not really going to hurt or help this process at all. So I'm just going to leave them as they are. Tell me who the audience is. I know that this site is a hair care site. And then for the keywords, I'm just going to put hair care. And then you hit submit, like we do most of our things. So all I did so far was just copy off the entire post. So like you guys just saw, I didn't even proofread or do anything about it, but copy off the entire post. It takes up to 6,000 max characters. If your post happens to be longer than that, then I would just recommend just doing the first half, which has like the meat of most of the content for that post. Sometimes I say do it twice, but you only need one meta description, so doing it twice would not really give you too much of doing that. So I'm just going to say copy it off and let it rip from there. And then you put it into here, you give it a little bit of information, you give it the audience, and you give it the keywords, and that's if you have keywords. If you don't have keywords, you don't have to give it. And then it gives you all of this information. So it just gave us a bunch of information that we can now use, not just the meta description that we needed, but it's going to give us some more stuff too. So blog title ideas, if I want to change up the blog titles, these are the actual meta descriptions. So learn the best ways to care for your natural hair during the summer months, essential tips, protect your natural hair from sun damage and dryness, because that's what we talked about. So these are what I would put in the meta description. It also gave me some subtopics if I wanted to go deeper into this, and some alt text for the images. Bunch of really helpful information here, but the most important thing to solve the problem that we have right now is you would just choose any of these meta descriptions. You don't need all 5. It's just whichever one you like the best. So you would choose this and you would put that now into your site. So that is how easy it is with SEO Assist to solve that metadata, meta description error that you sometimes get. Head over to SEOassist.com to get access to all of these tools.